Good morning. So, uh, what's this deck? This short video going to be about? It's going to be about existing decks and how the Forgotten Realm will change some of these existing decks. So it's just testing some known builds with some of the new cards. So the first deck we're going to test is this Clerics build. We're only going to do 3 games because 3 games is enough to see for you guys to see the new stuff. In this Clerics build, the new card which is in here is the Trelasara Moondancer. Why would you play this? A, it's cheap, and B, once you gain a bit of life, you get to scry, which enables you to get rid of the lands. So it enables you to, it works very conducively with your main scheme in helping you sift through your deck, so you get what you need. The other card that's in here is the Book of the Exalted. Book of the Exalted, very, very useful. In that you can put a counter on an angel. Well, with every 3 life gain, you get a 3/3 angel, and you can put a counter on one of these angels, which means you can't lose the game. So, not too bad. So there's that. There's the Cleric card, Cleric class card, which enables you to get to pump your life even faster, and also enables you to gain counters for your life, and it's a good mana dump when you are a bit flooded. And quite interestingly, in the game I just played, I've seen another Paladin class card. Yeah, here. And I'm not sure if this might become an addition to this deck. The deck I just played against had it as an addition. I don't know what you would cut to put it in. Would you? I think the Cleric class, I'm going to put one of them in just because it works really well against me, and it will be good to test it. But again, it's a mana dump, gives your creatures 1/1, and if you get to level 3, which you probably won't in a mono white deck, you get to give your stuff double strike, which is very useful. So that's the game plan. I love these new lands with the writing on them. Really, really good lands. Love them, and I love the new boards. They've done some really good stuff on this new release. But let's play some Clerics. Let's hop in. That's 2 minutes of talk. Let's go straight to gameplay. So the Cleric deck, as everybody knows, is an aggro deck. So you want to go very hard to get a curve. You want to go 1, 2, 3. That's what you want to do. Start putting that pressure on. On some occasions you can keep the 2, but only on some. So like in this case, where our 2 is actually a really good 2, throwing that back in the sea in favour of a 1, not really beneficial. So I'd keep this, and I would also keep it because I see a Luris. So this is an aggro v aggro matchup. My hope is, however, it's not. Okay, cycling. So. Yeah, so my board state can get out of control for this player very quickly. Yeah, so that can't keep up. So we're going to So he needs to slow me down. But I'm here able to prevent him from causing any damage. So we're going to do that, and we're going to hold back. Obviously, 1 more mana and we're able to cast the Skyclave, so that's why there was no need to panic at all. It's got 4 cards in the grave, 5 cards in the grave. Okay, he's attacked with that, we don't care. That is not the land we wanted. Okay, I want to cost him his whole board. So you could trade if you want. Got 1/1s to offer. Okay, he's now getting very wide now, so he's going to probably beat us. Yeah, he's incredibly wide. And he's got 7 cards in the... So this land has been a problem. Yeah, this can't land, so we have to take this away. Thank Christ for that. So what we want to do is we want to take this guy away and pump that just a touch. He's got 7 cards in there, so if he's got the spell, we're in trouble already. It suggests he doesn't because he's still cycling. The stingers being there are a real problem. We need a land. The land will enable me to Valkyrie into... yeah, otherwise we're going to die. Simple as that. This is not the land we're looking for. No, it's too late. He's got 2 cards left, so he's got 2 spins of the wheel. So I think actually the best play is just to remove the biggest threat. And he may be able to get there with just cycling. Yeah, 1 stinger back. Cycle 1 card, that does 3 damage, and then he attacks with everything. 4 cards are coming to attack. Oh, it might not quite get him across the line. Can he cycle? Yeah, there it is. Oh, good grief. Grave Hate is going to be so important in this new meta that's coming. You know, there's no other way to put it other than Grave Hate is going to be so important. There are so many effects that come back to life, and so you just have to be able to get rid of them. Cycling is still going to be a thing. Rogues is still going to be a thing. Ugh, there's lots of things. There's lots of things out here. But we only gained 3 games of clerics, so that was game 1. Let's roll into game 2. We don't quite have our lands here. And we don't have a 2-drop. If I was playing competitively, this is an easy mulligan. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan it. The more I think about this hand, the more I say this is a mulligan. This hand is actually worse. Apologies, I'm just getting my coffee in here. It's early, dude. It's early. So, this cleric class card may not see play. I like it and I like it as a concept, but it may not see play. And the reason it might not see play is because in a nutshell, it gives you no effect when it arrives onto the board. You know, you're always looking for that card that gives you an effect onto the board. You know, and it just doesn't give you an effect as it arrives. I mean, it's going to help this game because it's helping me accelerate to what I need. This is what you call a very brave choice. He's playing Azorius Control when he doesn't know what the meta is. So my hope is that your deck has got better tricks. I'm not convinced by this deck's tricks. Okay. So he needs a board wipe. I should have actually put one token on the Arch Aspirant, this Luminaria, just in case he plays a Shatter. He doesn't strike me as the sort of deck that has a Shatter, but I should have done it just in case. Okay. So we can now pump to level 2. So this is the us insulating just in case he gets a board wipe that's got a Shatter on it. Then we can do a thing. Okay, so how he's not drawn into a board wipe, I'm amazed. But you know what? Worse things have happened. He's got 4 open, so he can. So Shatter is the only board wipe he can play. Oh, actually, no, he could play the other board wipe, but it gets rid of his 2 enchantments. So it's not ideal. So we've got another land here, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and grab this guy out. We're going to put one here, put one here. Do we want one of these? Yes, because it enables us to get some 4/4 angels. We're going to do that. 1/5 here, 1/5 here. Okay. So this is lethal, so he has to block. So now we don't care about a board wipe, is probably the honest way to put it. Oh, but we do care about an exile event. But we get our angels back.
And you will grow lost.
We do get our angels back. Oh, he knows what's up. So we're going to do this. I think this could be GG. While he's happy to have my Heliod on the board, this could be GG. He's going to deal 3. Oh, good grief, we're in massive trouble now. Yeah, we are, we're just in massive trouble. Okay, we're gonna take this. Good game. Hop out of this. It would have been death by attrition, but he would have won. He would have got to 11. He would have triggered his. There's no way to redraw our hand with the clerics, so that's 0 and 2 with this deck. Okay, so take a look at this deck again. I'm not sure about the tap lands. I am not sure in any aggro deck you really want to tap lands. And I don't know whether you would just be better off with the forest. That is my take. I understand why the deck builder put in a Scryland, but you just wouldn't do it. Is the you just wouldn't do it. The thing is that it's only in there for Trelasara. So I could understand why they don't want to. But basically everything else in here except for Skyclave Apparition is one white, and Daxos, which is 2 whites. So I don't see the point. I think this mix is probably better. I'm keeping those 3 Blossomings in just for now, but I even think those should go. I don't think, in fact, I'm going to get rid of them. I don't think the upside they give is good enough for the downside. So I think, hold on, it's probably this way around. This way around. Okay, we're going to give this a spin. I know what the person's trying to do, because they think, oh, it feels horribly bad, terribly bad if you get a land that doesn't have white on it or doesn't have green on it. But in an aggressive deck, you don't want to draw tap lands. You just don't. Like, I want to be able to play what I've got in my hand. You know, it's as simple as that. I just want to draw what I want to draw. And okay, it might look like, oh, I can't play the deal, and oh, this sucks. But, you know, c'est la vie is what I say to that. Yeah, we take that. So this is just fine. This trade is fine because I've got another one. So we could do this. And we can do this to offer some protection. We're not going to kill our speaker now, especially when we've got 2 Skyclaves in hand. And all things going equally, I'll be able to play both of them in a minute. Obviously, now he's played that, it suggests to me he might have a Bone Crusher Giant somewhere in this deck. Okay, Love Struck. No problem there. Oh, I really want to kill this, but I'm not going to. We're going to let it go. He's got enough to play his Bone Crusher, yeah, with a tap. Okay, I knew he had it in hand. We knew he had it in hand, so we are not surprised by that. We're going to play our Cleric class right here into our Skyclave Apparition. There you go, we're going to keep that. Okay. And then we're going to hold. Now obviously Trisara stops everything else from attacking me except the Love-Struck Beast, so we can't do anything about that. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we're going to block with that. We're going to leave that to go. I hope that ramp was worth it. I don't know why you would sacrifice your dwarf like that. Okay, he needed it for the chariot. Cool, so we're going to play our Valkyrie here. And then we're going to hold on to the cleric. So there's no attacks here. Okay. So he can't attack with the Sentinel, he can't attack with the Innkeeper. Okay, another Magda. So he's now fully in on the go wide strategy. Okay. Cool. He's got to copy something. Okay. So what do we want to kill? That is the exam question. Or do we leave them all alive? That's 4, 8. That's 13. What do we want to kill? I kind of think that we need Tralasara. This is a difficult one. So, I want to trade one. I feel like it's a good trade. He would still do 9, but I've got plenty of means to defend myself. I don't think he was expecting me to trade. Okay, so that's taking me down to 7. Okay, so I can still do the cleric, which I think actually will give me some life back, and I've got this that will give me some life back too. Okay, and then we're going to hold this here. Okay, he is thinking purely about trying to get to his gold span now. That's what that little tap was all about. Yeah, you're going to tap Magda. Yeah, you want another one. Excellent. Cool. That's the third one. Do we care? No, we're going to let this happen. Okay, so I think the level 2 of the Paladin is better. And build this. He needs 5 treasures. Yeah, he's only got 3. Does he have the gold span? Okay, we're not worried about this. He's got 5 now, but this is tapped. So we're just going to block that. Okay. Do we want... So we're going to get the Daxos out. Okay. No, he can get us around us. So this is get GG. But definitely I would suggest if you're going to play with the cleric build and you're going to try and add Trollsour in because Trollsour looks good, don't use tap lands. Just don't. There's no reason to use tap lands. You're better off splashing green than adding tap lands. So that was that deck. No, I don't know. I think clerics will still be a thing. I think I'm not sure if it will change as a result of AFR. I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced by the class cards. Because of the mana needed for level 2 and for level 3, it really does suggest a more mid-rangey build than an aggro build, and there's aggro life gain builds which are in the meta at the moment. So I'd quite like to see how it would look in a sort of a cleric build, actually, like a traditional clerics build. That is my feeling. I just think that an Orzhov clerics, you know, it could be okay. I'm just gonna have whoops. I say let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. It's my stream. I can do these little sojourns if I want to. Okay, so here's like a normal clerics build. Go into the sideboard. Oh. Let's put Loris here. Okay. Cleric. Now I think Strixhaven added, it added Silvercore Silencer, didn't it? So we're going to get rid of the Alseed. I don't think the Alseed is needed. It's not cleric. We've got these clerics. I'm not sure about Blood Chief, so we're going to take that out. I'm not sure about Heartless Axe, so we'll take that out. Heliod Maul, Legion. Let's apply some styles here. Okay, cool. I don't think we want a Legion Angel either. So cleric. Okay, traditional standard. That's the one standard. So we've got Speaker, we've got Archfiend. Let's put the cleric class in here. Okay, does it work in here? We're going to find out. I think the Null Priest is under pressure in this deck now. we've got a Heliod for the life gain, which is like a no-brainer. Okay. I thought the card that looks... So hold on, 3-drop. Okay, hold on, let's reset these filters. Now have a look at the 3-drop. I'm trying to think, what's the new 3-drop that looks in your hand? Oh, of course, that's why it's in the deck. Yep. Ugh. That's why it's in the deck. So no, we're not going to do that. We're going to take the companion out, because what I want to get is I want to get Elite Spellbinder. That is the one I'm talking about. So Heliod in there, Maul in here. Ooh, that 3 slot is really crowded, isn't it? But I'm going to put 2 of those in. Cleric. Let's take the 3-drop out. Okay, so we've got Aura, don't we? So we could get Aura in. We've got the Cleric class card, Luminarch, Null Priest. See, I think the Null Priest is now under pressure, because actually you would like to have Silver Quill in there, wouldn't you? And then what we would like to have is Fracture is quite good, but Fracture is not what we're looking for. We're looking for so you've got Heliod's Intervention, which helps us deal with enchantments. Doesn't deal with creatures. We're a life gain deck, so probably Feed the Swarm is the one we'd want. Yeah, so let's change that to 3 and get 3 Feed the Swarms in. So that is a creature and enchantment. And I think we're lacking some Planeswalker removal, but we might be able to live with that. I think we might be able to live with that. We're going to get rid of temples as per usual. How many lands do we have in there? We have 20. We're going for 22. I think we could go for the fast lands. So they're the Snarls. Get 2 of those in here now. Okay, we've got some proper lands. Aura, do we want 3 or 2? Probably 2, so we could have a 3rd Snarl in here. What have we got? 23, no not 23, 22. 2 Snarls in here. 2 Auras. 3 Call of the Death Dwellers. I think we need 1 Agadim in here as well. Yeah. Just 1 Agadim in here. This is very low to the ground. We probably won't get here. We're going to see how this goes. Let's put a black sleeve on this. Okay, so this is a very quick build. Obviously more refinement, it will get better. But this is a very quick build. But this is just to see if that class card actually works better in a pure Clerics build. In a Urzoth Clerics build. Because the Urzoth Clerics build is a bit more mid-rangey than the pure aggro life game build, which wants to get out fast. Yeah, we can keep this. We've got an Agadim. So we can, if we don't draw a land next turn around, we can shock it this in. Yeah. It may look like we put ourselves behind on our main scheme, but starting to get our board together is really key for this sort of deck. Because I'm already putting pressure on him to have an answer for our board. Okay. With this attack, this says... Yeah, we could pay the cost now. Yeah. He's got nothing on the board, he's got no threats on the board, so why would I be worried? He now has to answer my speaker. Okay, so what we don't want to do is we don't want to play into... We don't want to play into anything. Okay, we're assuming that this is a board wipe. Okay, there's loop score, that's fine. Because unless he's got to play... Oh! Wait, well, don't mind if I do. Because we can bring them both back. Death touch on this one, and it's on this one, and there. So he now has to wipe this again. Okay, what's he gonna remove? Speaker has to be. Okay, do you have a card to play? He does not. Okay, so we're gonna look into his hand to take away probably the only threat he has now. Okay, so we'll take away the Vanishing Light, and we'll go here. If he pulls this out now to take something away, then we can eat his glass casket. Oh, we can't. It's an enchantment, not an artifact. But it means we may be able to double dip if it does the elite spellbinder. Oh, sweet. Yeah, so we don't mind if you do. We're going to double dip. We're also going to take away the tome, because this is going to help him draw into some cards. We don't want to allow him to do that. And I'll do this. And this should be Murder She Wrote. He might want to draw. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to play this. Okay, and we're going to kill this. Pay 3, auto pay, that's fine. Oh, we're one short. Ike, do the math. Do the math. It doesn't matter because we still had lethal, but come on, dude. He's got a little number in the bottom left hand corner that tells you how many how much devotion there is. Yeah. Okay. So that didn't go too badly, but we didn't draw into that game was completely won by the Elite Spellbinder, the Aspirants, and the Spellbinder, Aspirants, and our Cleric that makes Angels. So not a stunning demonstration. you may get something a bit different this time around. So we've got the Snarl, and we're going the Speaker. Oh, is this going to be rogues? This could be interesting if it is. I sense a mill deck ahead. I don't know why, I just have that feeling. Yeah, here we go. I mean, the word astonishing doesn't quite put into words. Yeah, people still playing mill. We've got, when I say we've got loads of new cards, so many new cards, but here people are still out here playing mill. You know, this guy deserves to lose. Like, why should I feel any sympathy for this guy? Like, we're 4 sets along from where the rogues first came out, and he's still here milling away. Not bored of milling away. I mean, I know, sort of, let's get Heartless Act. He's got a Heartless Act in this deck, so let's make sure Heartless Act is kept in hand. You know, how else will he manage this board? So, thank you, and we'll do that one. And we'll do this one. Okay, dude, it's over to you. It's cool, you can kill them now, because I'm just going to be creating 4/4s. Cool. These angels aren't even going to attack anymore. These angels are just purely here to create 4/4s. Cool. That's fine with me. Okay, so you're now facing lethal, dude. Yeah, that's not going to help with the lethal. Thank you. No sympathy at all. Guys, there are new cards. Play with the new cards. You can't still be playing rogues now. Come on, dude. I don't want any, like, this isn't some elitist talk here about asking you to pump money into the game. If you've been playing the game for as long as rogues has been in the, like, look, dudes, I don't like to be demonstrative here, but our first annoying rogue, Ferda, our Brazen Borrower friend, is Feros, which is rotating. Our next group of rogues, this is M21. This is an M21 card. Our blue-green one, that's Ikoria, I think. I think that's the sign for Ikoria. Is that the sign for? No, it's not Ikoria. There's Zendikar Rising right there. So there's 3 sets back. if you've been playing the deck for if you've been playing this card since M21 and um, um, and Zendikar Rising, so you've been playing for that's a year, 4 sets, each set coming out in 3 months, so that's nearly a year of gameplay. If you've been playing that long, and this is still the deck you're playing, despite all the coins you would have got from your dailies and all the rest of it, it's a mad thing. You know, so this is an elitist. You know, even if you were an FTP player, you could have crafted into something else. You know, so if you're still playing Mill, playing Rogues, it's because you enjoy that play style and you like annoying people. So that's game 1 and 2. And by all means, play whatever deck style you like and enjoy it. I'm not somebody that says don't play certain deck styles. You know, I'm not that sort of elitist MTG player to say you must play like this or must play like that. But yeah, these cards have had their time. They really have. We can move on now. We can all move on now and feel much better about life. We're going to play the Speaker of Heavens. We want to go into the Cleric class, and obviously by going into the Cleric's class, because you get the double effect, suddenly our Speaker starts accelerating quite quickly up towards the 7. Okay, so we're going to keep on going. Now he absolutely has to do something. Okay. Okay, so what do we want to take away? We want to take this away. So I took that away because that's a flyer, which means with Death Touch, that means it can compete with my Elite Spellbinder. Okay, so what do we want to give him? I think... yeah, I like that. I think he has to take Faye. But Faye is slow. Yeah. I don't know, do you want to sacrifice your... Cool. Okay, so... we're going to play a black. And then we can bring our Elite Spellbinder back. And we can take something away. So we can take away the Deadly Brew now. He can still play it, so I think the Cosmo Elixir is actually a battle card. Take away his means to draw. I'm going to hold this. So if he attacks with Atris, we're going to block with the Speaker and the Archfiend, because now we can bring them both back. So we're going to get over the line, as we've just done. We're now over the line. That's fine, I don't mind that. Fine. So we're gonna bring the Archfiend and the Speaker back. Death Touch on this one, Menace Counter on this one. This one turns into a 5/5, and now he's in massive trouble. So I don't know if this is removal. We're going to find out. He's had a good search for removal. Let's see if this is removal. Okay, sacrifice that. Yes, GG. It works better in Orzhov than it does in the white-green. Yeah, it just works better in Orzhov. What are you going to suggest? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Shall we go another one? I don't know if we'll go another one. I think you've seen what clerics can do. Let's hop into Winota. Actually, before I hop into Winota, I think the thing to emphasize here is what's changed. So you've got the Alseed Selfless Savior package, which is still the same, but you now add Loyal Warhound. Loyal Warhound is really good because it helps you find planes from your deck, especially against the Sultai decks which are looking to ramp. That's why I think this card is a good addition. It's a good counter play to the Cultivate ramp, and it gives white ramp, which is really cool. You've got Elite Spellbinder, and you've got Skyclave. Well, you've got Skyclave, which again is a non-human, and you've got Flameskull, which is a non-human, and you've got Winota, and what Winota's looking for really is it's looking for a Robber of the Rich, still one of their cards, Elite Spellbinder to exile one of their cards, and the Blade Historian to make everything hit harder. I don't know if this is going to be the best build. We may dabble with this in a minute. Because I like the turn 3 plays here, Skyclave and Flameskull, but in terms of humans, I think there are better humans out there. You would have thought a Kenrith would have made it in here. Yeah, there are some better humans that could have got in, so we'll see. Anyhow, let's give this a spin. I suppose, sort of, actually, hold on, wait a second. One of the interesting things about the Winota decks, one of the reasons why I actually find it quite interesting, even though people think they're overpowered, I find it quite an interesting deck, is the fact that you can build them in very different ways. You do get the same play pattern in the sense of the Winota card coming down on turn 4, and that same play pattern, if you play sort of hundreds of thousands of games, will get boring. The idea of this card that comes out and played turn 4 that gets you a ton of value will feel bad. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad because you can build it so many different ways. And to be fair, the Robber of the Rich mecha actually it's not a bad idea. This idea of sort of having a side scheme which says I'm going to disrupt their hand by stealing their cards. So let's see what this is. I think this is... I'm not sure. This is a Timor deck. Adventures? I don't know. But I do know that we've got some very healthy Bone Crusher defense available to us. Yep, there's 2 of them. So I'm stealing 2 of your cards. That is my intention. Yeah, no. That is definitely not happening. Kill. That was his attempt to keep his hand size down so I don't start stealing his stuff. He can now play the Giant, but I don't care if he plays the Giant really. Because I'm looking to play 3 robbers. Yep, go and draw. Excellent. So kill 1, 2, 3. Okay, do that. That's fine. Thank you. Okay. We're going to play this on the white side. These are both humans, so there's no point in me playing Winota now. Okay. Cool. So we're going to shoot you in the face with your card. So this now opens up the possibility of Winota to play next turn. Also, he knows I'm threatening lethal because I've got a Robber of the Rich in hand. So, your play, dude. He's waiting on his end step. Okay. Sorry, dude. Used your counter magic against you. Feels so good. Okay, so while he's thinking about what to do, I can... Okay, he's got to unsummon one of those. Okay, cool. Fine. Okay, he comes with a counter, which is fine. We can play that. Okay. So he's definitely facing lethal now. Cool. Can you play out your last card? He cannot play out his last card. So... Nope, gonna hold that. I could have played out both of the Bone Crusher Giants for 2 triggers. I suppose that was a mistake I made. Let's see if we can draw a land from this. Cool. I'll take that land. We can take this. Okay. You have to block, dude. You have to block, dude, you have to block. So you got 2 blockers there. Okay, cool. And that is Murder She Wrote. So that's Winota. It's got some new cards. So I've been playing that Winota build, but as part of a dogs build. So here's but I'm going to. So I'm just going to make this here. Yeah, I'm going to make it here. I'm going to clone this. And this is what I mean by Winota's quite flexible, and then you can make it in different ways. Because I actually like the idea of that synergy with dogs. Because really, I want to play the pack leader, which means that my dogs can play more, that can attack more than once. So I'm just going to get rid of this stuff for a second. So I like to play this dog package here. As you can see, that's 46 cards. And why do I like to play this dog package? It's 44 cards, sorry. Is because you get the Selfless Saver, you get the Akun, which has the synergy with the Loyal Warhound. Then you've got the Alpine Houndmaster, which is able to draw you the Ignis Curve. So it's like a draw mechanic in the deck, built into the deck. So let's put Winota in. And then you've got slots for everything else. Do you see? So you have 12 cards you could put in once you've got that. So what are the sorts of things you might want to put in? What are the things you might want to put in? So let's have a look at this other build. Whoops. Let's have a look at this other build here for a second. So it's got no removal. Cool. Just wanted to check. So what you might want to do here is you could say, okay, so this is my dog package. So this is what's going to get my Winota triggers. I've got my pack leader to protect my dogs and to give them 1.1, 1+1, which helps them hit harder. So what do I want in my human package? So in your human package, so Basri's Lieutenant is a good human part of the human package. I've seen that in some Winota builds. You've got Kenrith, of course, which is one I mentioned. The one card we definitely want is the one that gives everything double strike. So that gives you 8 cards left. So you know, depending on your collection, you have options as to how you want to fill out the rest of your Winota deck. You have options. I want to try this Chaos Channeler. I don't know if it's any good. So I'm going to try Chaos Channeler. I'm going to try that. We're going to try some random humans because we can. We're going to... What else can we play? Let's play Victor's Envoy. Never gets C's play, so why don't we put that in as a human? We're going to put a Kenrith in, because why not? What other ones can we put in? Let's put a Basri's Lieutenant in. We've got 4 more we could put in. Let's put a Haktos in here. And let's see. Let me see. We've got 3 more cards we could put in. Hold on, how many lands did I put in here? 22, yeah. So we've got 3 more cards we could put in. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of playing that Paladin card. That Paladin class card. Maybe. The reason why I like the idea of playing that Paladin class card, So the reason why I like playing the Paladin, thinking about this Paladin class card, is it makes spells on their turn more expensive to play. So again, in addition to Selfless Saver, it provides a touch of protection for my things. Any other humans we want to play? Is there any other humans? Interesting humans. Let's have a look at Adventures in the Forgotten Realms and throw another human in. That might be interesting. Yeah. I don't know. So, nope. There are no humans here worthy of inclusion. Let's see in Strixhaven, any interesting humans that we could throw in for fun times? Well, we've got the best one in there here already. Nope. Okay, what about Throne of Eldraine? There must be a broken human in Throne. Is there a broken human we can throw in here? Okay, so humans. So power toughness equal to the creatures you control. Yeah, we'll put a Silverwing in. So we've got some random cards. We've thrown in some random cards, some random humans, just to finish out this, to round out this deck. You know, we just tried. Basically, what I'm showcasing actually is the core build. So I'm just going to go over that again. The core build is the dogs, and the dogs are. This is now behaving really interestingly. The core build is these dogs. So you've got Selfless Savior, which is your 1-drop, and Akum, which is your 1-drop dogs. Then you've got the Alpine Watchdog, only 2 of those, 2 Ignis Curs, so your 2 Houndmasters will draw this out. This is also a human, so if you've got a number of dogs attacking, this might be drawn out, and if it's drawn out, it gets X, where X is the number of other attacking creatures, so it gets a natural pump as well. You've got an Alpine, you've got a Loyal Warhound, which helps you to ramp. So for those decks that are exploiting Cultivate, this is a good counter to that. You got your Winota, and then in terms of humans, I've just put one of some interesting ones. I put the 4 of the Blade Historian because we want double strike. But then in terms of some of these other ones, like the Chaos Channeler, Haktos, Victory's Envoy, Kenrith, Silverwing, just a random set. I'm leaving the Snowlands in. The Snowlands were actually for something else, but I left them in. The Den of the Bugbear, I want to try that because for 4, it becomes a 3-2, and a 3-2 attacker obviously triggers Goblin, triggers Winota 2, so that's cool. So this is the plan. It is I'm showcasing the dogs, so just remembering the 3 games we're about to play. The dogs is the thing. And it's just to show you that you can build it differently than this build here, which has the Alseid, Robber of the Rich, the Elite, the Spellbinder, and all that stuff. The one thing I am quite impressed with is, despite sort of Watsy getting a bad rap, they've managed not to print any other stupid humans into Standard that will trigger Winota. So, you know, Winota's strong, but it's not overpowered because they managed to sort of not go over the top with the humans they put in. Obviously, that affects other cards. So our favourite human commander is not getting stronger because there aren't any good humans going into Standard. But you know, you'd rather that than an unplayable Winota. So let us hop into this. Okay. So we've got our humans in our hand. We don't want that, so we're going to mulligan this away. Okay, so this is a bit much better. We're going to put one of the pack leaders back in. We don't need 2 of them. Although we can keep 2 of them, couldn't we? the paladin class. Or this is quite a tricky one. I think we'll get rid of one of the pack leaders. I think having a bit of a curve is actually better. So we go paladin class. Into pack leader. Okay. So we're going to go into Denin the Bugbear. Okay. So we've got two of the humans we wanted to pull from the deck in our hands. That sucks. But not too badly. So we're now going to play our Winota. This gets protection from... yeah, so we're going to kill. Okay, he's now facing lethal. He has to get rid of Winota. Yeah, that won't do it. One counter. So normally, if I had more dogs, I would have added more dogs. But then I could just go level 2, give everything one more, and this should be that. We could decline it. This should be Murder She Wrote. GG. Why would you do that? So that's Murder She Wrote. So that is again a good sort of showcase of the Paladin card. I really do like the idea of being able to prevent them from targeting you with spells and being able to pump your creatures for 1+1. Works really well with this sort of go wide deck, with small things deck. Which is why when I saw it, I was like, I'm not sure why I didn't think of that. So sometimes, you know, when you're playing against games, even when you're getting beat down, don't get too butthurt that you don't look and see what your opponent's doing, because they may have something to their build that you want to steal. So we don't mind that we've only got 2 lands because we've got a Loyal Warhound. So if we skip a land drop, this is going to help us catch up. Also, it helps us ramp if we got a land in our hand and we play it first. So it helps us sort of doubly, as it were. Again, we've got 2 of the humans we wanted to pull in hand, so that sucks. But, you know, we can't have everything. So I'm going to play the red, and I'm going to play the Alpine Watchdog. No attacks, and we're going to hold that. Okay, is he going to attack? Nope, he's defending. Okay, so now we can play our pack leader. We missed the land drop, so that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack with these guys now. Okay, we're gonna deliver some damage. Okay, the Skyclave apparition comes in. It's gonna take away the pack leader, which is fine. So he's played the third land, which now makes my Loyal Warhound useful. Okay, it's now my turn, so here we go. We can now play the Loyal Warhound. We get a trigger. Excellent. Able to pull a planes. Okay. So we are gonna not attack, we're just gonna hold off. Now obviously if we draw into another land of any discolor, yeah. Yeah. So we are going to see which one. So we don't actually mind taking the damage here. Okay, he's going to give that first strike. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we did not luck in. So, we're going to play our hound. We're going to play our other dog. And we're going to engage. No, he's got a first strike, so we have to respect it. We have to respect his first strike. We're going to respect our board as well, because now our Winota is getting better and better. So basically a land and our Blade Historian gets better. A land and Winota, and we have a very good Winota possibility. So we're going to see how this plays out. Okay. We think he's going to attack with the Raptor anyway. Because he'll be thinking it's going to get untapped. Yep. Okay. So we really need a land now. So there is our Winota, but no lands. So we're going to skip. And we're just going to sit here holding our nuts, praying for a land to come out the top. We don't have any tap. Well, all of our snow lands are now tap lands. So we need a pathway out the top. We need a pathway off the top. This is now getting to the very bad state. The good news is that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 Winota triggers if we could just get this Winota down. But we may die before. There's the possibility that we may die before we get the Winota down, which would suck. But you know, we're going to try, and we're going to try not to die. Oh, he's got flying. He's got first strike. Oh my god, he's got vigilance. So this is now a dual creature right here. Okay. So, let us see. He's going to play his Skyclave. What's he going to take away? Loyal Warhound? Okay. Now, none of this should matter because we should still have 4 Winota triggers if we just draw what we need. Oh my god, this is now, we are now in squeaky bottom time. Okay, get some vigilance, okay. Okay, either we draw land or we're dead. It's as simple as that. This is it. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. Ugh. So, we've lost the game with our dog's deck. Really sad. So, let us get into the next one. Okay. So, this is a keep. We could keep this. No, we don't want to keep this. All my humans are in their hand again. Really frustrating when that's the case. Okay, this is a good. We could put the Blade Historian back in. Okay, let's get off to the races. Okay, so let's go, let's go, let's go. Is how we put it. Okay, so we're going to play another white, so we can play the pack leader. Okay, and then we're off to the races. Okay, so what is going to happen now? Okay. So, okay, he's thinking what I'm thinking. So let's see, let's put some pressure on. When we have no intentions of playing any cards on his turn. You got to pump it. You got to give it a 1+1. Doesn't really matter. because pack leader can't be there. So, cool. Okay, we're off to the races. Ugh, not what we wanted, but we'll take it. We'll take it, just for in the name of damage. Does he have an answer to our Winota? So he is nowhere near the 5, given that double strike. Well, he's going to rob of the rich, doesn't matter. No. Okay, so we're going to keep these 1+1, aren't we? And we could play our Hellhound. And now we just want to get a trigger. Yeah, there you go. That's a wrap. Okay. Wow, Paladin class card has been good. I think it's going to really be a test of skill to see the people who know how their deck works as to when to trigger the next parts of the class cards. That's not to say that the player are just playing against was low skill. These are new cards, so everybody's trying to work them out. But you know, the class mechanic feels very much like an old school tempo play. So understanding when to give yourself the tempo that the card offers versus being able to play a spell from your hand or something else is definitely going to be a skill. And it's going to be a sort of a thing that people are going to use to differentiate themselves. We're going to put a Victor's Envoy back in because we're more likely to get 4, which in order to play our Blade Historian, aren't we? So we're going to play our dog. Now we've got our 4 mana, so we really do just want to draw into creatures. Preferably non-human creatures, preferably dogs. Okay, so, and that's when my deck does the exact opposite of what I've asked it to do. Not surprised by that at all. Oh, good grief. So the good news is that I don't have anything in my hand, which is a spell. So he can have a look, but he can't have anything. So you're gonna. How did I know that that was what your plan was? So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take this. I was like, I've got a feeling it's one of these obnoxious decks whose sole purpose is to discard everything that you have in your hand. Okay, so I've drawn 4 lands. So I am absolutely due to draw some dogs. Okay, so we could go to level 2 with the spare mana. Yeah, there's nothing in my hand to discard, there's no creatures to destroy. I'm gonna do the red. There you go. This is GG. I can't stop this thing in this. He's going to make me sacrifice it, then he's going to draw it, and then all the rest of it. Ugh. This is GG. Ugh. As I said. So, whenever you have a rotation, what you have a lot of is the experimenters versus the climbers. That's what you have a lot of. People who like, oh my god, I've got all these new cards, let me go and experiment. Versus those who are like, all these people playing these weak and unrefined decks, I'm going to go and win myself some games and get top 1200 legend. Or a top 1200 mythic. That's what you have. And it's a trying environment. Because, you know, nobody likes losing games. Nobody likes losing games. However, during the period of rotation, there will be a lot of losing games if you're really testing decks and testing cards. Okay, we're just going to crack a few more packs. As you can see, the number here, we're still not quite near. Sort of 90% is when you're in a good position vis-a-vis being able to play decks. So what's next? So we've tested some Winota, even the Winota dogs. We've tested clerics and we've done another version of that. So what is worth testing now before I finish up? There's this Is It Dragon control build. Again, it's unrefined. It's this idea of, we now have in this meta, we have some good dragons again. So dragons are back. We've got Goldspan, which everybody knows is already good. We've got Desert Doom, which is awesome because it has the Ward 4. You know, so, and it helps you draw cards. You've got the Galazeth Prismari, which makes all of your artifacts tappable. And now you've got this Dragonfire card, which is a really good board clear card. It's super good. So there are things now here that say that, you know, maybe if you are that way inclined, you could play some sort of dragon deck in the Prismari, or is it colours? And this is sort of a first attempt at that sort of control build with the dragons. And obviously you get access to Lofty Denial, which is extraordinarily good. Counter magic, it only costs 2. Even in the late game, you know, as to whether your opponent will be able to play what they want to play and have 4 mana spare to counter to deal with this counter is really good. So you know, this is an interesting build. So let's give it a spin. I don't think this is how Is It Control will look in its final form. I think Is It Control is a thing that's coming. I think its final, you know, before I move too far away from here, I want to talk a bit about why I don't think this is its final form. I think this is not its final form because board removal is still too good. It's still too good. Black and white have exceptional board removal strategies, and I don't think 4 counter magic is, or well, 8 counter magic spells is sufficient to deal with extinction events, to deal with any number of white removal spells. It just isn't. So that's not to say that this deck can't win. It definitely can win, but I just don't think this is it in its final form. But I think what's quite interesting about the dragons we have is the burst ability that you have, and the fact that Goldspan sort of generates treasures which trigger for 2. That's a powerful thing. So I think the big Prismari spells are too good. They're going to be like the ultimatums when rotation happens. I think Opus is exceptional. It sounds expensive at 8, but then ultimatums are 7 and have far more complex mana requirements. So I think this is awesome. I think Creative Outburst is awesome. I think Experimental Overload for getting for spell-based decks is awesome. So I think sort of the final form of a control deck will be looking to exploit some of these big cards and this Experimental Overload card, which is just ridiculous. I just think that there are some things. So I'm not sure if the final sort of build will be a dragon build. Even though Tiamat is in the format and Tiamat's an awesome card, I just don't think dragons are quite ready for Showtime. But we're going to give this a spin. It's a change of pace, and it's this is going to be our last games, I think. So let us hop into Dragon Control. Hold on, I want to check and see if there's a sideboard, because if there is, yeah, we're going to play this best of 3. Because I think playing it control deck best of 1 always is a poor showcase of how good the deck is. Best of 1 is far more aggressive, so you would tune the deck in a completely different way. I haven't looked at the sideboard. This is a deck I saw on a website. I can't remember the name of the website. I'm going to see if I can find the name of this website. Yeah, so this is from Card Kingdom. So this is a deck from Card Kingdom. So let's see if Card Kingdom know what we're doing. We're going to keep this. The reason we can keep this is because Expressive Iteration is really a good card. Like a super duper duper good card. So we could crack straight into this and pick out the blue. And we're going to use Expressive Iterations to find us another blue. That's if we don't draw a land. So we can now do a little search. So which one do we want to put into our hand? We want to put this into hand, this into library, this into exile. We're going to lose it, but we don't mind, because we now got our 3rd drop. Okay, so another one of these discard decks. We're going to kill him with a dragon, but we don't need 2 in our hand. So we're going to play a red. We've got this for blue, and we're going to kill this should we need to, and we're going to remove something else if it's more difficult, or we're going to counter everything. We're going to do one of the 3. Yeah, we don't care about that. Okay, he wants to foretell. So let's get rid of this. Okay, so we're going to play a blue. We're going to change this to a blue. So he skipped 2 land drops. So Lofty Denial is becoming even more powerful, even though it's just a 1. Exactly. Because he just doesn't have enough land. Okay, and now we're off to the races with Goldspan. This could be Murder She Wrote. Okay, what are you going to do? He doesn't have enough to Blood Chief it. Okay, so we're gonna take. He's gonna take that away. Okay, so we're here. We're gonna hold this open. Okay, he's gonna scry. Okay, he's gonna wanna. He doesn't have anything now, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this. We don't even have to wait until the end of the game. Just do that now. Auto pay. No, decline. Okay. So we're going to attack first. We don't have lethal, so and now we can do this. We want this in the hand. We want this in the library, I think. Yeah. And this, if it goes into exile, we don't mind. Okay. So we've got this again. He's missed land drops, so he's behind. So if he tries to discard my hand again, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Do I want to stop him from drawing 2? I don't think we care. We don't care. We're going to let him just draw the 2. It's going to trigger. We're going to discard that. We're already going to do 3. So we can now trigger this. And that's lethal. Okay, see you later, dude. So he wants to do all sorts of obnoxious discard crap, doesn't he? Okay, he wants to do obnoxious discard rubbish. So I don't know how useful Frostbite is going to be in this game. I think a Chrome War will be very useful in this game. I think the Ox will be very useful in this game. Mystical Dispute, not very useful in this game. I don't know about the thing. I think all runs might be too long. Won't happen. I think Bone Crusher Giant will happen. So this is more mid-range. And so his aim is to take our hand down. So we're going to keep the Lofty Denial. We've got Fabled Passage to get ourselves a red. We've got, yeah, so this is good. red out. Get the blue out. So we've got Lofty Denial to stop any nonsense. And we've got... Do we care? I don't think we do. So we could get rid of one of these. I think the Bone Crusher is the play, isn't it? Because what we want to do is we want to get it out of our hands so we can't discard it. We know more discard is coming, right? But I feel like this is the sort of deck we need to get on the offense with. They're waiting for me to set up my board state. So making them use their resources to deal with the board is actually a good thing. That's what I think. So we're going to play a blue, and then we've got two counter spells open, so we should be all right. Well, there's the Croxer, so that can go straight in the bin. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna hold. We want him to attack with both of these, and then we want to put a Brazen behind him. We do want to create the pressure. Yeah, well, we want to create. That's the way we want to create the pressure. So we want to. We're going to lose 2 cards. We're going to lose 2 cards. So we're going to take that. I'm going to take this. And he's going to exile the graveyard, and then I could get a Brazen in behind him. Okay, so okay. That's fine. He's going to learn. He's going to probably go and try and find some removal. No, he wants land. Okay. He wants the 2 life. Okay. We'll take that. That's 1. Okay. We're going to go to my turn. We're going to draw a red card. Okay. We're going to hold that. It can't block except for flying creatures, so we can block that if we ever need to. What we want to do is we want him to eat his graveyard, and I'm going to bounce it back to his hand. Yeah. So we're going to let that land. Thank you. And then we're going to boast that back. Thank you. Yeah, because we want it to sacrifice itself, you see. We don't mind taking the 3 damage, but he now has to sacrifice himself, and he now needs another 6 cards in the graveyard. It's fine. Cool. Okay. We're going to hold this open. We're not going to allow him to learn. You've already got card advantage, so you're not allowed to learn. Cool. So we're going to take this away. Yeah, we want to take this. Put it right, that's fine. Hopefully he doesn't get a bone crusher, so I can put my crawling barons back. Okay, he's thinking, is he gonna shred my crawling barons? Yes, he is. That sucks.
Embrace you.
He's got 6 in there as well now, so we have to kill this. We just have to kill this.
I'll be back.
This is GG. Oh, he wants to draw cards. That's fine. 2 cards. He's only got 3 mana. Oh, he's now got enough to do it. That sucks a lot. Okay. Let us go into the last game. He's got me here. So I've got to go somewhere, but I'm gonna finish out the game. Hold that thought.